Russell Simmons is no longer running his various companies. He announced yesterday he is stepping down from companies after a second woman came forward alleging Simmons sexually assaulted her in 1991. Jenny Lumet, a screenwriter and granddaughter of singer Lena Horne, wrote a detailed account of the terrifying encounter with Simmons in The Hollywood Reporter, where she alleges he forced himself on her. She wrote, "There's so much guilt and so much shame. There's an excruciating internal reckoning. As a woman of color, I cannot express how wrenching it is to write this about a successful man of color. Again, shame about who I was years ago, choices made years ago." In his statement announcing he was stepping aside, Simmons wrote, quote, "While her memory of that evening is very different from mine, it is now clear to me that her feelings of fear and intimidation are real. While I have never been violent, I have been thoughtless and insensitive in some of my relationships over many decades. And I sincerely and humbly apologize as the corridors of power inevitably make way for a new generation. I don't want to be a distraction, so I'm removing myself from the businesses that I founded." Now, Lumet's account follows an initial accusation by model Carrie Clausen Galigi 2 weeks ago. She claimed that in 1991, Simmons coerced her into having sex with him when she was 17. HBO announced they were reviving Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam, and they announced they're removing his name from that particular show, and ending their relationship with him as well. To our panel real quick, again, I think, Tiffany, to your point, we're operating now where you have agencies, talent agencies that are removing people from their positions, firing them as a result of allegations being made. The court of public opinion is speaking, but it's very interesting, though, that the powerful Hollywood agent who grabbed Terry Crew's genitals, that man was only suspended a month without pay and returned to his job. Now, no longer is the head of the motion picture division for the agency, but got his job back. So I wonder if what we're saying is, if a man is sexually assaulted by a man, not as serious as if it's a woman. Again, and folks pretty much are like, okay, fine. And Terry Crews said, okay, he got a pass. This is what, again, court of public opinion, it differs.
Well, I do think that the power dynamic is different. And I will say, as a woman, the one thing I think is good about this conversation, I've had so many conversations with members of Congress and Capitol Hill staff and people who work in D.C. who are really surprised that these things happen, which was surprising to me as a woman of all the situations I've been in. And I would say that I think a lot of men would be just shocked that they have ever done or said something to make me feel uncomfortable even. So I think it's great that at least the conversation is changing. When you do have the agent who grabbed Terry Crew's genitals, I think that's a legitimate issue, and certainly I applaud Terry Crews for coming forward with that. I don't want to conflate that with the power dynamic of a man intimidating a woman, just because our gender roles are different, and I do think there is, it's a nuanced debate and it's a nuanced conversation.
No, I don't think it's nuanced. I think when you are a powerful Hollywood agent and then you grab the genitals of a black man standing there with his wife at a party, that is the same as a man doing it.
Certainly.
And you know, what I'm saying is, because this guy's the head of the motion picture division of a powerful Hollywood agency who can very well say yay or nay to Terry Crews getting movie roles. And so what I'm saying is, if a man sexually assaults a man or a woman, and if a woman sexually assaults a man or a woman, it's sexual assault. And so
for sure.
Right. What I'm saying is, so I got a problem that this guy returns to his job, but then other folks don't. So we'll talk more about that in our second hour.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.